All right, so where were we? The floor treatment. Stamping it approved. I mean, for the amount of urine smell that was in here, you can't smell one lick of urine anymore. Who wants to give the breakdown on how we are removing the cat urine / spray from the concrete? The man with the plan?
Yep. What are you saying?
I'm saying you got to give a breakdown. Well, hold on. First, we have to say, okay, we have everything removed, including baseboards, because this house is to the extreme. But the end game here is to remove the cat urine / cat spray from the concrete. Because even with everything out, there's still a smell. But I'm kind of getting used to it. I think we're just getting used to it.
No.
Dylan could smell it.
Yeah, but we still had walls up.
That's
that
true.
Had the pee on it.
That's true. Yeah, every baseboard we removed. Whew.
I mean, you can, if you go up to like
every one of the, I mean, look at it. It almost looks like pee where all the baseboards were. It was grody, man. But either way, we're treating the concrete. We're knocking it out. We're getting the smell out of here. So there's a man with a plan. It is not me.
Not me.
It is him. Get swifty. What are we doing? We're going to put down a layer of stripper.
We're gonna try and put down stripper first to get gunk off.
Yeah,
So like
gunk and whatever we can get off. Yep.
any surface crap, and then we're gonna see where that leaves us.
And then we're going to TSP it.
Depending on how well the stripper does, we might not need the TSP. If we think we need it, we'll hit it a little bit with TSP.
Okay.
And then we need to let it dry out and give it kind of a smell assessment, and then it's time for enzymes.
All right, so we go stripper, TSP, enzymes, possible vinegar soak.
Possible vinegar soak.
Possible vinegar soak. That's the game plan, boys.
Yeah, the plan is to remove as much smell as possible before staining and ultimately sealing it all the way.
Yes. Yeah, if we start with concrete smelling concrete, we're doing well.
Yes, that's the goal. And to hopefully not smell like vinegar or stripper or any of these other things, but that's why we're gonna have to give adequate air out sessions.
All right, so everything we bought it at the local home improvement store. This is Zepp floor stripper. We're gonna mix this with half of this with a gallon of hot water that Brittany has so kindly provided. We're gonna mix it in this bucket and we're just gonna throw it out and mop it on this half of the house over here. This is the cleanest thing. We've cleaned this down as best as we can clean it without mopping.
That seems to be the internet's favorite.
Internet's favorite. This is the Enzyme stain and odor eliminator.
It's expensive-ish, but if it works, it works. It's not concentrate, so at least as far as I can tell, I was hoping it was concentrate, and it's not. So we're just gonna have to
pour it down, son.
Pour it down.
Pour it down and mop it out.
And this stuff, the goal is to let it sit and soak, and then this stuff, the goal is to pull off surface crap. So sit and soak potentially many times after, and smell test to see where we get.
All right. Should we drink a beer and then get after it?
That sounds good.
Brittany's pouring. Go ahead, pour it away. We'll mix it up. 1 gallon of hot water. Now, this is concentrate, and there's various strengths you can use. We're going to mix half of this with that 1 gallon of hot water, which gives us what they deem maximum strength. I thought we should just pour the whole bottle on the ground straight, but Clayton overrode that. Ooh, it's steaming. Dude, it's cold. Anybody want to pour that? You have gloves on. Do it.
So we just wanted half a gallon of that.
Half of it. Just pour half the bottle and eyeball that sucker. Yeah.
I'm blind. So
We
I'm
don't
not
take.
good at
Yeah,
eyeballing.
you're totally fine. Those glasses are only like 4 inches thick. I put them on the other day, and it was like I took mushrooms. Things were getting crazy.
Just a little blind. My left eye is worse than my right.
Really? Is that a thing? Like, is that normal?
Or one eye is worse than the other? Yeah.
That's normal.
You think I got a bad one?
So about like right there?
Yeah, I don't know. Just do it. You just pour some.
Just try to splash on yourself.
Thing. This is what I do. Never measured. I haven't measured something in a long time. You're probably good.
Ha ha.
God, I'm good at this. See, I don't have to measure anything. I just eyeball it.
Watch your drips.
Hey, it's kind of soapy and bubbly.
It's supposed to be low foam.
There's some foam. I would call that low. I'd stick that in there and just scrooge it
Or you can
around.
spray it out with the mop. I saw people spread it out.
That's the plan. But she's just scrooching it. I don't know how else to explain it. Just mixing her up. She's mixing it. There you go. Wow, look at that. You made a tornado. Apparently you can chug bottled beer with the tornado method. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, you give it the swirl ski and then hit it and it tornadoes down like a funnel.
Very sciencey.
It sounds like via Clayton we have ooh, that smells good. It smells like it's gonna clean things. Oh, I missed a nail. Dang it. Dag nabbit. I can't hold this camera while I get those 2 nails out.
Put it on the ground, like that's all I do.
I would use a mop, but yeah.
We got no light over here.
Hold on. Let me grab the Andrew.
Yeah, we need more Andreas.
I gotta leave this in here then.
There's an Andrea.
Okay, so how are we supposed to wring out the mop? Or we're not doing that?
We're not doing that.
Just spread it.
Okay.
All right, here's the Andrea.
Nice. You got is that in the bright mode?
Yes, as bright as it gets.
It's better.
Turns out when there's no walls for it to reflect off of, it's a little less bright.
Do we need more temporary lighting?
I don't think so.
At least the incandescent.
Apparently my dad ordered legitimate, like, film lights. All because Andrea's complaining.
Oh, I forgot I heard about that. Yeah.
And because we all realized she was 100% correct.
Oh no, I don't think that can make it into the video.
Yeah, don't give her that credit.
Don't you put that evil on me.
What's this shit?
Part of the floor. Okay, I just...
Was there part of it for me?
Mop it on, and then we want to let it sit for like 10 minutes.
Cigarette time.
And try not to get it on you.
Oh, look at that. That looks good. This is what we're going for. God, I like this. Are we trying to do...
But you can be generous with the amount you pull out of the bucket. For sure.
Should I get a second mop going, or should we save this mop for the TSP?
I was thinking saving that mop for
That's fine.
TSP or something else, or because we have to rinse it too.
Brittany's an expert mopper. We'll just let her do it.
But yeah, you kind of want like
This isn't her first mop.
a generous amount to be sitting on the floor.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, okay, definitely.
Slosh that around. It smells like chemicals. That's a good sign. There you go.
That smells lovely.
Smells way better than pee.
Yeah. The water looks dirty and gross.
Yeah. It looks what?
Dirty. Like it's doing stuff.
You're doing a great job, Brittany.
Fantastic.
Gosh. Why didn't we get one of those?
Electric floor
Yes.
buffer scrubbers.
Yes.
Why didn't you?
It was talked about.
It was.
One, yeah.
Definitely looks good.
Hell
yeah, brother.
Ew! It might be full.
Yeah, turn it off. What are you doing? Literally just fucking sucks. And then somehow every time you put it in, it still clamps. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Some live action. Interesting. That looks like barf.
It looks like barf.
It looks like barf, but it still smells good. Like lemon.
Looks like we got a lot of top layer shit off. You know? If you look like here, right? There are definitely spots where the tile lines have started to come up. Ish.
True.
Now I'm wondering if the industrial brush machine would actually get the job done.
I think that thing will do work for sure.
I know of drill brushes, so I know how good they can be.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a totally different color right now. There's definitely a distinct line where we scrubbed and treated versus where we didn't. No doubt about that. Now the question is do we need the full rental drill brush, the grinder, or do we just go at all of it like this? These are things we have to decide. Look at that fancy thing.
I think this skirt goes on.
They did it when it was laying flat on the floor in the video. They just wrapped it around it and put it on tight. All right. Had to reassess our plan, and Clayton rented this fancy sander with a diamond blade. So we're going to try running that over the floor with a little bit of water, and then shop vacuuming it. Also picked up a new shop vac to not have to fight the lid off the other one. So we'll see how this try goes.
Milwaukee masks are nice.
Are they?
Yeah.
I need one of those. Hell yeah, Milwaukee masks. All right. We about ready to give this thing a try? So the thought process is with the grinder, we'll take a small layer off the top of the concrete. So that way, the further treatment is attacking what's going to be there anyway, since we're staining it and we have to do that. Right. So we're going to take a small layer off that holds a urine and cat pee, and then we're going to treat what's underneath that. And hopefully that should get all of the smells out. Where do you want to start? Like right here?
Yeah.
Try that. The video you watched with that dude, that's kind of seemed to what he was doing. Just not a whole lot of water, just a little bit. Is there some safety thing? Yeah, I think you hit the button, and then once it's going, that's just like a safety, like get it going button. Does that make sense? Yeah. It makes mud.
Oh, but that looks good.
Yeah, it sure looks like it's working.
Oh, it's definitely working.
Okay, my turn.
You wanna try it?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, you gotta hold on tight whenever you start it.
Yeah, so hold on, let me get you. Cause I think I wanted a little bit more water. It makes it a little hard to see though, once it gets muddy.
Yeah.
So what you gotta do, you get all the way back to move it. Oh, maybe we need a mask.
Where are they at?
Out in a box to the right. You don't want to do it like you would like a polisher, like you want it to work in like 1 to 2 tile. Like probably 2 tile.
Yeah, just little circles. While you move it around.
But that thing seems like it's gonna do
Yes.
the job just fine.
Yes.
I can't wear them with the mask.
Oh. I'll put it outside. The reason we have the mask on is because there's probably asbestos in there. The water is helpful for it not being dusty, but this is where we should be extra careful.
So how do I?
Oh, so
I didn't see you do it.
it's gonna be weird, but this is a safety. You have to push this in, and then you can pull it and it'll start to move, but you need to hold on.
Very tight.
Very
It's
tight.
gonna jerk.
It's gonna jerk you. So once it's like moving, you can get a hold of it, but do you want your gloves?
Oh boy.
It's all right. Don't be scared, or it's gonna go haywire. Confidence is key here, Brittany. Confidence is key.
I see myself being one of those people, you know, when they start stuff.
That's what I'm afraid of, is watching you turn into a helicopter. So make sure your feet are planted squarely on the ground.
That helicopter ride will be free.
That was a good zinger going around. So
It's like it holds you in place. If you think that'll help.
no, dude, just fucking full center, bud. You'll be fine.
My hands are small. Okay, so I hit this button.
And then pull the triggers up and hold on tight, because it's gonna fling.
I'm too short.
Well, you want to have your feet firmly
Yeah,
planted on the ground.
yeah. Oh God. Okay, yeah. Let's not do that anymore.
You didn't hold on tight.
Ow. Okay, maybe I won't do this.
Very wise, very wise.
I will let y'all do this. Sorry, Home Depot. I tried.
Good thing you got the $6 insurance.
See? But yeah, it's not fun to start.
All right. Whoa. This is a lot slower than we thought it was going to be, but it's definitely working. So we're still grinding. We're going to be grinding all night, but grinding over here by this fireplace, it just reeks of cat pee all down this edge. So it's pulling up a good deal of it. So I think this is definitely the best step in urine removal from the slab. I will say we've tried this a variety of different ways. Water down. I've just tried it dry. Big sections, small sections. There's no real science to it. It just sucks.
Just takes a while, yeah.
Yeah. It's just tedious and long. Getting there.
Maybe almost a fifth of the way down.
Don't say it like that.
Moving.
All right, we'll be back if we find anything. You want to say what you got there?
I gotta read the vinegar.
A bunch of industrial strength vinegar that's just getting sprayed all the time. Another one of the keys. Enzyme breaks down pee particles. So we're calling it for the night. Got pretty much from here over done. So I have all that to do. Shoo. Here, I'm gonna grab beers. You get to shoot the video.
Well, I can't. Hold on. I have to wash my boots off.
You're washing your boots off?
Yeah, why not?
Because they're boots.
Yeah, but I'm taking them away from this place.
I see a handful of spots. Dude, it stinks in here all over again. Which I think is a good sign. I think it's good that it smells bad in here again.
Good that it smells bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're breaking up more poop.
I think that means we broke up a layer of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now we just gotta TSB that shnikes.
All right, so we have spent quite a lot of time grinding. This one I covered with vinegar just because vinegar's cheap, so I've been putting the vinegar down first, and then we're gonna move on to the high-powered stuff should we need it, which we probably will, but you know, vinegar's cheap, so I'm gonna keep using vinegar. Heck yeah. Boom. Ooh. But then right now what I'm doing, I have a bottle, it's in here, is I am finishing up spraying the rest of the concrete here with some of this internet's favorite pet enzyme, Rocco and Roxie. So I've been using it in full concentration, and I was running a little low, and I ordered some as a backup, but to get through the whole rest of the house I cut it a little bit with water. Not in the instructions to do that, but we're gonna see how it turns out because I've got more coming as a backup. But yeah, at this point, I'm really just spraying this on, letting it sit and dry. It dries residue free, and it's supposed to just get in there and break up any urine or pet smells that are still in the concrete. So basically what we want is to sit wet and soak and dry. And then give it the old sniff test when it's done. I've already done some of it, and it seems to be improving a lot. I haven't really smelled a whole lot of pee, if any, which is a pretty big improvement. So we'll see how we do after we finish up doing the whole house, which will be done in the next hours.
Oh yeah, okay, you're just soaking it in there.
Yeah. It dries residue free. I think like the instructions say to like dab it up if you're using it on like carpet and stuff, but we just want to let it sit and soak in and dry.
Yeah. So you can apply this strictly to carpet? Like straight to carpet? You don't have to pull the carpet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's wild.
And you
Okay.
let it like soak way down, and then you like blotter it up. Like set a towel and some weight on top and let it soak back up.
Oh, okay.
But you want to let it sit for at least an hour, according to the instructions.
Okay.
All right, finished spraying everything I'm gonna spray for today. I've used up everything I mixed. And some of this area that's dry I've actually already hit once previously. So we're gonna see how it smells after this thing airs out and see if we can't find any cat pee smells. And we've got more stuff coming just in case we gotta hit it with another pass. If not, we'll have it on standby. See how she goes.
A few moments later.
Smell like pee?
I don't know, smell a little bit something.
It doesn't smell like pee anymore, but it probably is this poop that's fresh on the floor.
I don't know what kind of poop that is.
I don't either. I mean, pretty much what that just solidified is that we can't leave the windows open.
Yeah.
Especially if we don't come in here for like a week like this time. Ew-wee! Ew-wee! Ooh, that thing's not flat enough. You smeared it! Gross.
I don't even know how to...
Grody! That looks like critter poop.
It does.
That doesn't even look like cat poop. That looks like critter poop. Dude, get like the little red one that's like super thin.
The red one? Oh, the snow shovel?
Yeah. You grab like the thickest edge shovel there was. We gotta get that poop out of here, dude. There's gonna be a wall there probably. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee. Touch it. Ew. Gross. All right, so where were we? The floor treatment. Stamping it approved. I mean, for the amount of urine smell that was in here, you can't smell one lick of urine anymore. All right, if you made it to the end of this video and you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Gets it in front of more people. So the floor treatment turned out absolutely perfect. It smells incredible in here. No urine smell, no spray smell, no nothing. It smells actually enjoyable to be in. It was a very long process, very tedious. Obviously, we hit it with the grinder first, washed the whole thing with soap, water, squeegeed it all out, vacuumed it, removed it, then hit it. It's been soaking on enzymes. I think he ended up treating it twice with the enzymes, and that lasted for, it's probably been a little over a week now, but worked like a champ. So, I mean, if you're watching this video trying to learn how to do it, more than likely you don't have to do anything this extreme. Maybe just hit it with the enzymes depending on what you have, and just keep applying that enzyme that we had. But yeah, so if you want to follow along with this build, the next thing we'll be doing is jackhammering up some concrete over here, getting ready to move plumbing. We have a concrete to pour, and we are running out of nice weather to do it. So we'll be pushing forward with this, and the next video coming out will probably be us struggling to use a jackhammer over here. So stay tuned.